It's late in the afternoon in Georgia, and clouds are floating over Granny's house. In the yard, a young girl's clothes are hanging out to dry. And after the sun sets, a 39-year-old man in a luxury car pulls into the driveway. Sheriff's deputies say he's about to meet his date, but it's not Granny. It's someone who he apparently thinks is a 14-year-old girl.
Jump up! Get out of the car! Do it now! Do it now! Get out of here! Put your hands up!
Jasper County, Georgia Sheriff Donnie Pope allowed Crime Watch Daily to go along as he cracks down on alleged sex predators in his jurisdiction. On this night, one sick text after another comes from men looking to hook up with a 14-year-old girl. A slow caravan of cars creeps through the Georgia woods.
Sheriff, why is this such a priority for your department?
There are a lot of people who just simply do not realize what is on the internet.
If you have a predator issue here in Jasper County, Georgia, what's going on in the rest of the world?
I think it's exponential. The sheer numbers of people who are willing to participate in the activity with children is what is astonishing.
Over the years, I've seen more than 300 suspected predators arrested by law enforcement. But I've never seen an operation quite like this. The sheriff planned it out almost like a Hollywood movie. They set up multiple cameras throughout the abandoned house, in the doorbell, in the flower pots, on the front porch, and even in the rain gutters disguised with fallen branches. Deputies then spread out a spike strip on the long dirt driveway, carefully covering it with dead leaves.
Captain, you had to dress this yard to make it look like a realistic scenario.
When we got here, the house had been occupied since about 2005. We took one of our trucks that we had at the sheriff's office, got it dirty, made it look as if it was abandoned. We built a clothesline, but then it looked too fresh, so we actually stained the wood to make it look older.
They even put special touches on the front porch to make it look all down home.
Even the front porch here, you've set out so it looks like the grandmother really lives here.
Absolutely. From the potting soil to the chairs, even the ashtray with lipstick.
So you can have lipstick on the cigarette butts.
Lipstick on the cigarette butts just to make it look realistic.
On the edge of the woods, a SWAT team deputy sets up a hunting blind. Pine branches camouflage him so he can secretly watch in case the alleged perps try to make a run for it.
What happens if the guy bolts into the woods?
One of the deputies had the brilliant idea to install a game call down in the
Game
woods.
call?
Game call.
Which is what?
It is a remote-activated sound box that puts off different sounds of different animals.
Show me.
All right. So if he does run that way, he now believes that he may be running into a pack of coyotes.
Pack of coyotes.
I would stop.
Genius.
Before the operation gets underway, the deputies and the SWAT team rehearse the takedown.
First off, get on the ground! Do it now! Do it now!
The sheriff puts pictures of this decoy on social media, saying she's looking for a date. She's actually a 20-year-old employee of the sheriff's department. We're keeping her identity secret for her own protection.
What's your goal when you take a photo?
I just try to look as young as possible. I don't wear any makeup or anything like that, and I'll wear like older clothes that I have, so that way I appear to be 14.
Once the man makes contact, investigator Heather Murray takes on the role of the 14-year-old they've named Callie.
What made you get into this?
You, Chris Hansen, you were like so awesome. Really, I kind of always wanted to go into law enforcement, and I actually started watching your shows and what you did, and I thought, how cool would that be?
You've been chatting with a number of guys in preparation for this investigation. What's the most disturbing thing someone has said to you?
I'll be honest, I think it's the man that wants to paddle me.
You heard right. She says the guy wants to paddle her.
I'm gonna call this person who goes by male disciplinarian.
His name is Derek Brett Deason, but he goes by Brett. He's 39 years old from Centerville, Alabama. He claims he's a full-time caretaker for his mom. He likes fish, and he says he likes to paddle young girls.
He likes me to call him daddy and sir.
Heather dials Daddy Deason's number. Listen closely. Deason mumbles a lot.
Hey.
Hey.
Like, I'm in my room right now. I can't go outside because, like, you know, my granny's, like, in the living room, so I don't want her to, like, hear what I'm talking about.
Okay.
The sheriff says Deason sent the decoy a picture of paddles that he says he'll use to inflict pain and bruising.
You like those boards?
Yeah, the paddle things?
Yeah. Here's a question, and I'm serious. I stay calm. I'm not hard. I don't let up. I don't go easy. It will bruise. There's not going to be a question if it does. It will. The bruises. I mean, how bad is that?
It's just me and my granny, and, like, I don't walk around naked or anything, so, like...
Yeah.
Deason tells Heather it will take a while to get there, as he lives 250 miles away in a different time zone, and his car is on the fritz.
It would be 4 hours, but I'm a boost now, so it would make it 5 hours. Over here, it's 7-ish now. You get dark.
Like super dark or just, like, a little dark?
What is with this super word?
That's because Heather is trained to use phrases like super, so she sounds like a teenager.
And how do you do that?
I don't know. No, I mean, really, I kind of go back to when I was 14.
Heather invites me to listen in as she reels in her fish-loving admirer.
I wanted something when I get there.
Oh, I don't know. I'll make you a sandwich.
I mentioned that catfish is unclean. I got deer pattern fish that they sell, that you can buy.
Oh, I like chicken nuggets.
I got your Dr. Pepper. That is part of what I did while I was there at Walmart having them taste my oil and all that good stuff.
For their first meeting, Deason asks her to wear jeggings, tight denim leggings.
Jeggings, yes. I will put my jeggings on.
Deason is on the way, but he's about to take a big detour. Next,
I don't know where I am.
Deason is lost. He says he's bringing presents, but he's the one who's going to get the big surprise.
You have the right to remain silent.
But before Deason is taken to the county jail, he's taken inside the house, and he's about to take a seat.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Whoa, for real?
Yes.